Good evening, guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Matsi. So if it's your first time here, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment down below, and share the video broader and wider as we are building this beautiful, happy community here. And guys, you are on Dear My Soul, and I'm the twin that just went solo, so I'm doing things for myself, by myself, and of course on my own. So you better congratulate me. Guys, today I want to talk to you guys, ladies and gentlemen, above the ages of 40. Oh my goodness, guys, I want to talk about dating when you are above the ages of 40. I don't know if it's a big challenge when you are above the ages of 35, but let's talk about 40, guys. You know, do you have the ideal partner? Okay, let me just say this. When you turn 40, guys, are you still looking forward to getting married? Especially the ladies. For guys, it's simple. They can still get married. I mean, they get married at the age of 60, and that's so okay. But for us, especially if you have been single for the longest time, like you have kids, you are a single mother, you know your way of raising your kids, your family traditions and all of that. So meeting somebody else who's going to match however you have been living your life and the way of raising your kids. Guys, do you think it's still ideal to get married above the ages of 40? Let's start it with dating, guys. You know what, I always say, Sana, if you haven't got the person that you say, this is my man, like you're not married and you are 40 years, yo, guys, to find a partner when you are over 40, because you are more experienced, you've got lots of things, like you have met lots of personalities and characters. So the moment somebody does something, you're like, oh, okay, I've seen this one before, and you don't get convinced that easily. So myself, as a single mother to a 13-year-old, and I have been single my whole life. Yes, I got engaged to the father of my child, even though he regarded it as marriage because there were customary, whatever, lobola was paid. But I've never lived with this person for more than 6 months, like in the same house. So I can't really say I know what marriage is. So for the rest of my life, I was single. I have been single. I've never had someone that I do things with. Like I've never had a partner, because even when this person was in my life, we were not like, I would say I was still waiting for the time where we'll say we are married, because I didn't trust him that much from the beginning. So we were not doing this life thing together. I would still say it was more like dating. So I don't know what marriage is like. So I get scared, guys. I get scared. So with the person that I was dating for the longest, because I was single for about 8 years before I met this person. We dated for 4 years. So even with him, we were doing life together, but we were not living together. There's a lot of things, like in terms of communication, knowing where you are, your life, like that, but not finances. We raise our kids like this because his kids are elsewhere and my kid is here, even though he interacted a lot with my child because my child is around and he comes to my place, and then his kids are in a different province. So yeah, but it was never like you helping me raise my child. Even though I'll go to him and say, yo, my daughter now is doing this and this, what do you think? Then he will advise me. But there has never been a time where he like standing in front of my daughter and saying like this, acting like a father. No, not like that. And besides, that's someone who is very busy, who didn't even have time to do that. So I would say I've raised my daughter on my own. My daughter, now at the age of 13, guys, I'm thinking, even if she had to reconnect with her dad, it's still going to be difficult for her to adjust to her. Now there is a man in my life, because it has always been this woman. Because she's not expecting someone to come. So I'm thinking, now I date someone it takes us to marriage. We live together. I date someone, we live together. Even though I have made that decision, since I'm a single mother, I can never live with a man, because I can't just imagine space, Saka, my daughter, and this man. I kind of feel like I'm going to compromise my daughter if I bring the man in my space. Happy guy. Now, who's moving where? Who's moving where? Does it mean now the guy is going to... No, but one thing I know, no one is going to move into my face. I mean, no one. So now, I'm thinking, number one, if ever it happens that somebody moves, let's say it happens, but I know it won't happen, into my place, it's going to be uncomfortable for my daughter, right? Now there is someone. When are we having our conversations? You know, that time when we're sitting together, we do that freedom. Yeah, she can just come into my room anytime. She can just walk around. Me and her, we walk around naked inside this house. So now I don't understand, when there is this man, where will she be sitting? Like when we living room watching TV, so it happens that, let's say the other way around, the guy says, okay, I've got a place here, now you have to move in. What do I do now? Do I leave my daughter and say, I'm going to move in with this person, I'll see my daughter after 2 days? And no. The guys, even with the person that I was dating, it was kind of, I would feel guilty if I would spend like more than 5 hours at his place and then I left my daughter here. And Leona, he was feeling the same way, because I never used to sleep at his place, because we'll always be thinking you can't leave the child alone. Luckily, it was closer. We were living in the same area, so I would just go there. Even if I have to go there 2 or 3 times a day, it's closer. But one thing that I wouldn't do, I think it just happened by default, never planned. 3 or 4 times where I end up sleeping over. I am so tired, I end up sleeping. It's in the middle of the night and then my daughter is alone. Then I have to wake up very early in the morning to check if she's okay, But I know she's just around, even though I know that our place is quite secure. But not planning. Daughter, I imagine myself telling my daughter, hey, Aza, I'm going to my boyfriend's place. It's Friday. I'm packing my bag and I'll come back on Sunday. Guys, that's awkward. Like I think I'm ready to leave this dating thing until my daughter is like 16. I think until she's 16, because somebody asked me a very important question. Before Linda, I'm jumping around. Then I wanted to talk about when I move in. Let's say this man says I've got enough space, I live by myself, or let's say he lives by himself. Firstly, now you can come and live here with your daughter. I guess the first scenario was when I have to leave my daughter. I go there and then I come see my daughter now and then, of which I can't do. The first one is him moving in. I can't do. I don't see myself doing it. And me going there and then coming maybe after 3 days to check if my daughter is... I cannot do it. And then the third one is if I go, I live with him and permanently, and I have to go with my daughter, and then he's just by himself, I will go and live with him. I think with the previous partner, I would do. Yes, if there is enough space, then the previous partner, because my daughter was so used to him like that, yeah, I would do. But the upcoming one, I can't. I don't see myself doing it. I don't see myself doing that thing. Because I want to check. Okay, it will be nice. Firstly, I've never lived with a man. I will be learning. So secondly, I panic a lot. It's my daughter, so I'll be thinking, my daughter is going to be uncomfortable. It's me learning to be in somebody's space, then my daughter with her own mistakes that I'm still correcting right now, because one day I'm gonna come and talk. I will touch on the topic of raising a teenager when you are a single mother. That's when I will tell you exactly the challenges that I'm facing with my daughter right now, of which I'm hoping that they will change as time goes on. So now, even when she drops something on the floor, I feel like I'll be quickly, ke phuthe, because ke tshaba hore yo a ska tshwara dintho tsa batho jwang jwang, o kwala lemati hantle. So that comfort, will I even get to that comfort? It depends who is your partner, if you're comfortable with that person. But I don't see myself being comfortable ka morwalo wa ka ha motho e mong. I don't know, guys, if it's pride, if it's insecurities. You guys will tell me. Maybe I'm just insecure, or maybe I've got too much pride. But I don't see myself. It's just that guy that I say I was dating for 4 years, that I think I would like I will compromise that, and then I think I will somehow be comfortable. But I don't see myself in near future doing that. And then how did it happen? The fourth scenario is when this guy says, I've got kids. I've got a kid, or I've got kids. I'm a single dad. So you can come with your kids, with your kid, and come live with us. I'm also thinking, will my sister, no guys, you know this thing of being a twin. Every time I talk about my sister, and I came here to do things for myself, by myself, on my own, but I keep saying my sister. I'm supposed to say my daughter. Will my daughter be comfortable to say, this is my home? Because now she finds these children there, it's their home. Will she adjust and say, yeah, it's also my home? Like, will it give her like freedom, like that 100% freedom? Even if you are better, but like I can do whatever. You're not working on eggshells, because guys, I've lived with people who are not my parents before. I have never felt like this is home. I've never been comfortable. Everything I was doing it, let it not drop. So I was not myself. So I'm thinking, what if, and I felt like I was being compromised living like that. I don't know if it's because we had a bad experience from the onset, because for us to leave our home, we went to the boarding school. It was okay there, like it's nobody's home. We are all visiting here. We all here to, and we have paid. We understand that our parents have paid for us to be here, so we've got freedom. Then from there onwards, I went to stay with our uncle, and his wife didn't really like us, and we were 16 years old, and we were treated badly. Like we always be made to feel uncomfortable, to the point whereby we will even be forced to take a bath the two of us in a bathtub. When we get into a shower, she will say, the two of us, like you're wasting water. Everything, we sit on the couch, she will say, no, Linguli sofa or army, sit on the floor, and then sometimes he will give us rotten food. So I'm thinking, I still have that trauma. Will my daughter feel comfortable? Even though now and then my daughter comes, once in a while, my daughter will be coming from school. When she opens that door, and she first she will say, Mommy, when are you gonna find a husband? She says that, and I'm like, what? And then she says, do it for me, Mommy. I want siblings. Step sisters and step brothers. That's what my daughter says. But Mommy, please, just do me a favor and get me step sisters. Go get married. I want a big family. That's what she says. But then I sit down and I was like, is she even serious about this thing? But she says that a lot. So guys, Kunzima, dating above the ages of 40. So another thing that I've got another story time when it comes, when you are, you are here, people talk to you, and ladies, I wanted to give you a plug, because apart from social media, and there are, a lot of small shopping centers around me where I go, maybe Dainfern Square, because I live around Fourways Lone Hill. I go Dainfern Square, I go to Lone Hill Shopping Center, and then I go to Fourways Crossing, and then I go to, now there is Leaping Frog. So Leaping Frog was closed because I remember the time when I just moved to this side and I was living with my sister at her place. I used to go to Leaping Frog a lot. So they closed Leaping Frog. It was just a basic shopping center, you know. There was your Checkers, your whatever, you know, smaller yana shops. And then the biggest shop was Checkers, yeah. So now they closed this Leaping Frog for years. I think for about 2 years, 2 to 3 years, they were renovating it. So I remember there was just one restaurant there, Humble Harry's. So now they reopened the Sleeping Frog, and it's got a lots and lots of restaurants, and nice restaurants, guys. It's like the restaurants, like your mini Melrose are like your restaurant place, you know, because you can see rich people. You know, guys, every time I go there, and I've even checked the time, because normally I go to Leaping Frog around, if I'm not cooking, I like to go to Checkers because they've got, like, they cook fresh food in there. I will buy something, and then I want to like lunch for my daughter also for the next day. So if I go there around 2, 3, you know, it's like these guys, they hold their meetings at this restaurants, because I'm saying it's a number of restaurants now. So I go there will be someone, especially when I'm wearing my afro, like I don't have braids or I've just got my afro, then there will be a guy asking for my number. Guys, there will be a guy asking to take me out on lunch. There will be a guy asking to take me out for coffee or for dinner. Like, it's like that. So I'm saying, ladies, single ladies, I'm plugging you. You must go to that place. I think all these gentlemen who go to that place, it's mostly single ones, and they are looking. But anyway, you never know. Even the married ones, they're still looking. So now you go there, and you, like, I'm sure to meet someone. Every time I go there, guys. So I keep finding out the numbers. Like, it depends on my mood. It depends on how much maybe I just have to hear him out. And then I give a number. So I was saying that one of the difficulties, because I've got too much experience now, I've moved to the story times, guys. I've moved to the story times. Like, this thing has happened 3 times this year. 3, not 3, 4. Yeah. 4 times, guys. 4 times. So this guy even asked me, long weekend, hi, how are you doing? He can say, I think he was coming from one of the restaurants, so he sees me going to Checkers, then he follows me around. I go through the in between the shelves. So this guy is just following me around. Hi, hey, ha. You know, sometimes I can give someone my number, then they buzz me, miscall me for me to have their number, then I just block the number immediately, then I'll go. That's me. I do that. I will never even speak to you ever. Or I'll just give you my number and I save you, and I even write don't answer, and I will never answer that call. I'll never answer that call. So you are lucky if I answered that call. So the guy says, hi, you know what? I think there was something to talk about. You know, sometimes some people, it depends what is it that they say to you for you to give them attention. So he started talking about, didn't you go home long weekend, because I remember I was missing my parents so much that time. And I said, yo, talk about going home. I'm even regretting why I didn't go home, because I'm missing my parents, and I had been crying in the morning, yo, I miss my parents. Then I end up telling this guy the story of missing my parents. We talk, then when he calls later on, then I respond, we start chatting. Yeah, now the guy says, I'd like to take you out, lunch. Not on this day. It was the following day. He said this day. I said, no. I'm busy. 3 days later, okay, sharp. And the previous day, we confirm, I'm gonna take you out. Yes, we're going. This guy even gives me the name of the restaurant. I remember it was Pine Slopes. Okay, now Pine Slopes, that's okay. And I don't like setting appointment with people where it's far from where I live, for in case they don't pitch, so I don't have to cry over my petrol, guys. I mean, I don't like wasting even a cent on it. I don't want to, that I am stingy like that. When it comes to men, I'm hardcore. I don't want to lose even, 5 rand. So now, the guy, we're talking, we're even shooting. When we're shooting, we're not relaxing, because we've got 1 hour to shoot, and then another hour, maybe 30 minutes to prepare, and then after another 30 minutes, to tidy up and everything. I tell my sister, now we have to do things quickly, because, I'm going out, there was a person that I'm going to meet. I didn't even tell her who, because nowadays, because of this thing in Landelayo, and some chase, man, unento. So guys, and the guy doesn't call. It's 30 minutes before the time. Then I leave the place where we're shooting, which is my sister's place, and I'll go to my place. And I said, maybe it was another opportunity to go refresh again. I'll go there. And no call, no nothing. I'm in my house right now. Now, into dinner. My perfume, because it depends where I'm going. I've got different kinds of perfumes. I wear a certain perfume when I go to gym. And then there is a perfume when I'm just home, or where maybe I'm going to shoot. And then there is another perfume that I wear when I'm going out to meet people, that one. So I'm wearing that one. And for me, my time, respect my time, dude. Respect my thinking of going into my wardrobe and saying, am I wearing this and not wearing that? Because otherwise I'll still be in my sweatpants. So I'm checking, that effort, the effort of checking, that effort. Yahweh, now can I stressing sorry, should I wear this? No, this, should I wear this? I've put my wardrobe on the bed. The guy doesn't call. 30 minutes prayer. It's that time when we're supposed to meet. We're supposed to meet at 3 o'clock. No call. Now 4 o'clock, no call. 5 o'clock, no call. 6 o'clock. Until me, myself, and I, sometimes, because I'm that person who, I'm too positive. And I don't just want to think of the negatives. Then I'm thinking, this guy sounded so sure. What if something bad happened to him? I'm not checking up on him. We agreed we are meeting. But let me just swallow my pride. Maybe something happened. Let me ask. Then I text him and I asked for it. And then what happened? He says to me, hey, something came up, and then I was caught up here at work. Like, guys, ladies and gentlemen, when you're going to be busy, like, you can see it coming. If it's something that you have taken seriously, if it's something that you're serious about, okay, I've got this appointment, I have to go and meet this person, especially the person who didn't just jump and say, yes, I'm gonna meet you. I've been giving him runarounds, so he can see that it comes from far for me to agree that, yes, I'm going to have lunch with you. So now this guy, a day before, you look at your workload. If at work there is something coming, like even 24 hours before, you can see ngizoshaya eceleni. At least warn me, hore, looks like my day is busy. If I don't make it, I will let you know, but it looks like I'm hectic, just warn me. Then you go, let's say, hey, how jwalo ka now? You think you are still gonna navigate around it, it will be fine. So an hour before, I'm just saying an hour, guys, are you unable to see that you're not gonna make it an hour before? Just warn me and say, can we cancel? It's an hour, at least it's an hour. I haven't left my place if I was going far. I haven't applied my makeup. Maybe I haven't changed clothes, which is unlikely. But at least you have respect. You have given me that respect, Yahweh. I don't think I'm gonna make it. Let's cancel, please. Let's reschedule, maybe tomorrow or weekend, something like that. So when you keep quiet, until the time when we're supposed to meet. What if I've left my house and I'm there? You don't say anything. Up until 3 hours later, you are not saying anything. Up until I have to, if you were at work, you were caught up at 3 o'clock. By 6 o'clock, you're done. Now you are at home. You have knocked off. No, you can't tell me that you didn't have access to your phone. And then the fact that immediately when I texted him, he responded. It's not like he didn't have his phone with him to say, he only apologizes because I asked him. I just said, okay. No questions or anything. I just said, okay. That was it. I'm telling you this story because the very same person, he still sees my stories. So now when I post stuff on my stories, we've long past that one. If our communication is gonna be jokes, funny, whatever, talk about McG, talk about, sometimes it helps me to come here and sit in front. One thing that I'm grateful for content creation is that I get to read, I get to be sure, I get to assess people's thinking so quickly, because I sit here and I talk and I take some of the snippets. Sometimes the snippets are misleading. It's not exactly what I was talking about, but just a small clip, and I put it on my WhatsApp status. Then I'll hear your take. Like, guys, I have terminated relations, not relations. How am I saying? Like, let's say I'm on a talking stage. I love the talking stage. I'm on the talking stage with this person. I don't know where it's gonna take us, but obviously the man is attracted to me. Then there is a trending topic in the country. Let's say McG said this and this about Mini Dlamini, and then I've got my 2 cents, and I post the clip there of McG, or I post the clip of myself doing a commentary on that. Then people who are going to answer, how you answer, then I pull your leg a bit because I want to drag this conversation and hear your thinking. Because when something is it's like personal, I don't want to say it's related to me, it's directed to me. Let's say it's my own thing. I mean, I'm talking to you and I'm telling you, hey, I'm this kind of a person, my ex did this, I once dated this. You are going to act there to impress me, to act as if you are on my side. You hear me. But then when I talk about what McG said, then I'm going to hear your original opinions. So I love that. The moment I'm on a talking stage with people, like I love South Africa because we've always have something to talk about, especially things relating to men and women, men, children, whatever, whoever, the man who has unalived his wife, his girlfriend, this. I like those topics so much because I kind of feel like they save me. They save me a lot from a lot of trouble. They save me from a lot of trouble because you go there knowing exactly what's his thinking. Like what's that? What, guys? So who? What kind of a person is this? So now the way of his thinking. I don't know if that's the right way to say. Guys, English is now disappointing me. So it helps me a lot. So even that, I say, let me drag this talking stage a lot before this person gets to know me like face to face. Because when I'm sitting here in front of you, you want to impress me because now you're being blinded by my beauty and everything. It's not about when now, man, you hide. Yo, guys, not every relationship that did a U-turn from the beginning, or the talking stage that did a U-turn, I was saved by the controversy of this country. What's your take on this? Well, what's your take on this? So I hate a man who keeps quiet. You know those men. You know those men who don't comment about anything. It's just like it's difficult. Lo is the person who knows how to empathize with people. Is this person who can protect me? Is this the person who stands his ground? Is this even the religion one also? It's okay. And lo, like a whole man who comments on every post, every controversy on social media, arguing with women there, then you know what to law. I'm going to be explaining myself. Even if I explain myself, he's not going to hear what I'm saying, and he doesn't want to understand. He just wants to drag it. So I'm getting so toxic. Like I could. There's someone that guys, you know, I think I'm at that era where I'm being sheltered. You know, I'm old, guys. I wasn't expecting to be sheltered like this at the age of 43. Guys, like every week there is someone sheltering me. I don't know why. It's like people know when you are in a relationship that is taking. So I think that's the strength, because I don't just fall for this video. Here we're talking about the difficulties of dating when you're above 40. So guys, now this guy, you know, he wakes up out of nowhere, he will comment on my status, then I'm just fine, like I'm a sweetheart, and I don't even know how to ignore people. I respond, haha, like anybody else. You know, guys, this and this, as we talk about such things, but far from dating or mujolo, because I think we have passed that stage. Then he comes, my crush, and then I said, oh, okay, just like that. I don't have answers. Then he says, oh, can I take you out? Like I told him straight to it. You know what? I think the most disrespect in life is to be stood up. Like I knew from the beginning, in my life, no man will keep me waiting. I'll be stood up by a man. Like you said, we're gonna meet, and then you don't even show up, and you don't even warn me, or you're not coming anymore, and then the audacity to ask me out again. No, let's do coffee, I will explain myself. And I said no. Like he couldn't believe it. I'm actually denying him access to that, and then he kept saying, I know, but then it just happened. You know what, I'm not saying you're disrespecting me, but me going there to have, or me agreeing to go and have lunch with you, because I don't even know if you will pitch this time, that's disrespect, bringing disrespect to myself. Already I can see that you are not reliable. What's the point of doing that? Because I already know that I cannot be in a relationship with you, because I can see your intention when you are sheltering me. So me going there, it means that I'm giving you a chance, and I'm not giving you a chance, because you are sheltering me, and I cannot be in a relationship with a man that is unreliable. You know, guys, you can be all things in life. Like a lot of people like to ask me, how come you held on so much to that guy, your relationship, like people who knew everything at the time where things were not nice and everything? I said, because he's reliable. Because he's just reliable. When he says I'm going to do something, he does it. When he's not going to do it, he's not going to do it. Like, and I have not afraid thing. If but he won't say, oh, meet me at a certain place, and then he doesn't pitch. And he says, something came up. No. When the moment he realizes that something might come up here, he doesn't even promise. He will only promise if it's very much clear that he will be able to do it. So I like things like that. I don't want to be like, now I'm standing on the line. I don't know if I'm falling this side or I'm falling on the other side. No, I don't want to be on the edge. I'm going forward or backwards. That's how it is. Like this thing is working or it's not working. Because my mental health cannot accommodate that. It cannot, like my mental capacity, it will not, I'm not healthy to that level. I don't know what's going on. I rather know what's going on. Whether it's bad, I will deal with it. It's good, yes, I'm happy, it's okay. But so there's another one also. You know this guy, I don't know if I should talk about now, that's another story time. Here I wanted to talk about this one, Wally Frog. I think the video now is too long, guys. So the guy is still in shock. I said, no, my darling, no. He came up with all sorts of hi, maybe you're missing out of something good. What's going on? Oh, he even said to me, he went to the leaping frog yesterday. He was secretly hoping that he will see me. But in the morning. But even if I met you there, if it happens that I meet you, it will be by accident. I'm going to the shopping center and I just see you. But I'm going to meet you. Forget it, my brother. That one will never happen. That one, I shall never do it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching my video. I love you and I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and share the video broader and wider to accommodate this beautiful, happy community. See you on my next upload. Bye-bye.